Confidential. Hasbro internal investigation report regarding the incident. Date of incident is 9/25, 2010. Time of incident 12:10 p.m. Location of incident 8500 Beverly Boulevard, Los Angeles, California 90048. The Meet My Little Pony character event. Person involved is Catherine Wilson, designated missing. Person writing the report is Donna Nixon, Hasbro, HR and Legal. The summary of the incident is as follows. Hasbro Marketing had a meet and greet of My Little Pony characters in promotion for their October 10th, 2010 premiere. 6 actors and actresses were hired to be in costume for the event. See the attached list. The meet and greet was supposed to be from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m., followed by another event the next day. After the incident, all future events have been canceled. 5 of the 6 main characters or actors exited the dressing room and proceeded to the stage, except for the Fluttershy character, who was being played by Catherine Wilson. She was the last to exit the dressing room. Complaints range from an unusual odor to the assault of several guests. 911 was called after the actress was escorted from the stage. She was hospitalized shortly after. Police see Daryl Castle's attached witness testimony. For posterity, what follows is the audio recording taken from the witness at the scene. Playing that now.
The date is Saturday, September 25th, 2010. My name's Daryl Castle. My job is to escort the characters from the dressing room to the stage at the Beverly Center Mall. Miss Catherine Wilson, she's the Fluttershy character. She was the last one to go on stage. Something seemed really wrong with her. I don't want to say drunk. Drunk is it's really rude. So, She seemed intoxicated. She was walking funny, and when I asked her if she was okay, she just nodded. So I was like, okay. So she went on the stage, and her costume it was really gross. It was filthy. There was like stains all over it, and her eyes were blacked out for some reason. And there was a really bad smell coming from it. You ever smell like bile? You know what bile smells like? Yeah, like that. It smelled really gross. And then when she was going up the steps, her legs kind of like gave a little, and it looked like really squishy, like weird, like they weren't human. You know what I mean? There was like a cartoon. And then I asked Mrs. Wilson if she was okay. She nodded, so I let her go on stage. And then I told wardrobe to get the spare Fluttershy costume that we had in storage just in case she needed to change. They entered the stage and went for the meet and greet. All the characters went to the locations except for Miss Wilson. She was acting real weird. She didn't want to stay in her area. She kept moving around. She was acting real weird with the kids, man. Most of the kids, they didn't want nothing to do with her. Like they would get away from her. They'd shy away. Like they were afraid. Some of the younger ones even began to cry when she would get close to them. Like they would go to their moms, and none of the other people had any of this problem. And there was like long lines for everybody else, but not her. So then, a few of the kids, they got the nerve, to go talk to Fluttershy, because I guess that's their favorite. And they wanted to pose with a picture with Miss Wilson, and she started acting even weirder. Like she would grab them and she would hold them like it was like her kid or something. Like she was pretending to steal them, and then she would act like she's gonna eat the kid. Opening the costume's mouth. Like you see they do in the baseball games. Yeah, but it was really weird because the costume was dirty and the eyes were blacked out, and the kid would start crying, and I would have to take the kid back to the parent. I'd have to explain to the parents It's just part of the act. Don't worry about it. So at this point, you know, I was like, that smells really bad. It's like really, really bad, and it kept like getting worse. Like it was sweating, and then you ever smell like you ever been like by a dumpster and it smells like rotting meat? Like it got worse. It got from like bottle like rotting meat. It was really gross. Like people were gagging on it. It was really gross. And then there was a little girl who didn't want to get close to her. She's like the Fluttershy character, Miss Wilson, and she followed the kid back to her parents off the stage, and you know she was still walking weird. Like I said, I don't want to say she's drunk. She was definitely like on something, or I don't know. But then it was really clear that the little girl, she didn't want nothing to do with Miss Wilson. And you know, that's what I told Miss Wilson, and you know, I put my hand on her shoulder, and I was like, you know, we need to get you back on stage. And then when I did that, the costume was like squishy. It was like nobody was in there. It was like filled with sponges, and you know, whatever that thing was soaked in, like gasoline or whatever. But it got into my hand when I was bringing it back to the stage, and it was like a black liquid, and it was really cold, and it like burned my hand when I touched it. So at this point, I radioed security, and I had them escort the other actors to the dressing room and call 911. And I don't know what a hazmat is, but they wanted to call that too, and they started calling the fire department because apparently like it could be like some toxin or some like dangerous substance or something, and you know, so they got separated, and I had to stay with Miss Wilson. And like the longer I was near her, it's like she was just weirding me out. You know what I mean? Like you ever been near somebody, and they just don't seem healthy. They don't seem right. You know what I mean? Like when somebody's like angry, like that's what it was like. Like she was just staring at me, and it was really creepy. So when the last one of the actors went into the dressing room, I asked one of the security guards, Roger. Roger Halstead, to keep an eye on Miss Wilson when I went to go see the other actors were okay and see if they had any other problems or they had any other stuff on them. So I was on my way over there and I saw two of the maintenance guys. They were trying to get into the mop closet, but like the door was stuck, and I didn't pay them no mind because you know that's their department. I'm just here for the actors. And I was asking them, you know, like, did you see Miss Wilson do anything, like, before the show? Did you see her, like, drinking or anything else like that? And they said that when they got there, she was already in costume waiting. So I guess not. So, you know, the manager of the mall, he came to unlock the mop room. And then, you know, somebody started screaming, and I was like, oh, what now? So I went over there, and I ran to the mop room, and Mrs. Wilson was inside, and she was naked, and she was bleeding, and, like, her fingernails were missing, and it was a lot of blood, man, like, a lot of blood, and she was on the floor, and then inside the closet, she wrote something on the wall, and, yeah, no, I don't remember what it says, and no, I took a picture, though. You want me to read it? Okay, hold on. It said, there are too many Fluttershies, they won't let me breathe. There are too many Fluttershies, they won't let me think. The Fluttershies hate me. The Fluttershies hate me. The Fluttershies are laughing at me. And that's all there is. Like, I tried to take other pictures, but it's just weird. Yeah, no, I can send it to you, it's okay. So then we had another scream, and I'm just like, what now? So I ran back over there, and it was Roger. Yeah, Roger Halstead. He screamed, and then it was other people started screaming, and I went over there, and it was just horrible. Like right in the middle of the hallway was Roger, but he'd been cut in half, like melted away, like a popsicle that left out the sun. It was blood everywhere. And it was really horrific, man. Poor Roger. And, you know, next to him was the Fluttershy costume, and it was just there next to him. We don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. So then We all just ran out. We were told to evacuate, but we were already running. So once we were outside, we met with the paramedics. They said my hand had gotten burned, and Miss Wilson was talking real weird, and she was I think she was taken to the hospital for I don't know what, man. But yeah, no, that's exactly what happened.
We agree that Mr. Castle's initial assumption that Miss Catherine Wilson had taken some illegal substance and was probably intoxicated or under the influence. We believe it was a type of airborne psychotropic drug that ultimately affected her and everyone else in the malls to a much lesser degree, causing mass hallucinations. We believe that Miss Wilson had arrived early and was partaking in said drug while in the mop closet and then changed into her costume. By the time the others arrived on the scene, the toxin had become, I guess, airborne, is what this is reading. Due to Miss Wilson's longer exposure, her reaction was more extreme. There are no theories as to how she wound up in the closet. We can assume that nobody else had just seen her, because at this point we have no working theories. This would explain the lack of the previously mentioned bodyguard or security guard, Roger Halstead, and the lack of any black fluid at the scene. The suit, which was described as smelling awful, was incinerated at the close of the investigation. Miss Catherine Wilson, who was committed at Brothman Memorial Hospital's psychiatric wing, disappeared 2 weeks after the incident. Federal and local authorities have been informed, and she appears to be on the no-fly list. We do not expect to hear from her again, however. We have told security to keep their eyes peeled for her. The addendum is as follows. It is unknown at this time who was responsible for inflating all the yellow balloons with pink butterflies and rabbits in the room of Miss Wilson, nor is it clear who left the Fluttershy doll with its eyes blacked out in her room as well. Please see attached pictures. There will be an internal investigation into who might be responsible for such actions, and Hasbro will also speak to manufacturers. These dolls apparently are not supposed to be on the market, and the fact that one of them showed up at a mental hospital is clearly a violation of marketing and product policies, according to the report. Upon discovery of who is responsible for all this, they will be terminated immediately, and that will be to prevent any further incidences.
Thanks for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please support the channel by subscribing and leaving a like. Every little bit helps. So take care and see you next time.